favorite memory of TMS, there are so many, because TMS equates to childhood for me, and childhood memories are everything that they should be, because they're not full of the anxieties that adult life has. But the teachers and the staff really stand out. Of course, Mrs. Trask, Ms. Fisher, Monsieur Mama, Ms. Gaudio, who's still at TMS, really made an impression. I think, obviously so many of them did, and I'm sorry I didn't name them all, but, really just different relationships, particularly that I had with each of them, really made an indelible impression on me, not through my childhood, but even up till today, where I still think back to, encounters or interactions. But I have to say that the best memory that I had at TMS was our senior play, which again was in grade 6. And it was our theatrical performance of The Hobbit. And I got to star in it as Bilbo Baggins. And it wasn't just the performance itself that, went out for that hitch for the most part, that I'm so proud of, or that I think is such a great memory. But it's also just the lead up to it. And I remember even during March break, having to recite over and over and over again 535 lines, which was the number of lines that I had in the play. And I think that speaks to the reason that my sister and my parents absolutely hate the entire Lord of Rings franchise up till today, because they had to listen to it so much. But certainly gave me the opportunity to spread my wings, so to speak, and from a theatrical perspective, although it didn't lead to much, as far as a movie star career, but I certainly enjoyed that. As far as TMS preparing me for life, the basic fundamentals of helping me to help myself, or teaching me to teach myself, remains so prevalent in my life today. I've had to reinvent myself. I've had to reinvent my business, and even my plans for life so many times, that in what I consider to be a pretty short period of time, that I think that philosophy has made that possible. And I think particularly instilling that type of mentality in me at a young age has allowed me to learn and teach and help myself with the things that I need to know in order to thrive, or in order to succeed in transitioning, or whatever that may be. And I think that even just past teaching the philosophy, we see the teachers, again, going back to the teachers and the staff, actually practicing what they preach. So they weren't just preaching to help myself or help me help myself, but they were actually showing me how to do that, and that they did that themselves. And I think that the great thing about the TMS community is that everybody buys in. Everybody buys into the philosophy, and everybody practices what we preach. And I think that's really made that indelible impression on me that carries through to today. Looking back at my former TMS self, and if I had any advice for that young person, I don't think I would actually tell that person to change too much. I would encourage them to embrace the experience. It really is special. I think that, one of the things that TMS has is a alumni network, and certainly a group of people who, once we belong to the TMS community, we forever belong to the TMS community. And I think that's something special for a non-university, so to speak, because I think many people carry that type of feeling for a post-secondary education or institution, but not necessarily previous to that. Forge the bonds that'll carry you through life. Remember that, these are not just school friends. These could, wind up being lifelong friends, and relationships that could work in work or otherwise. And remember that you've been given a gift through your TMS education. It's going to give you an advantage if you use it wisely through life. And so remember that, and seize on that as often as you possibly can.